Welcome back in our second part of my story of how I left my cheating boyfriend. Just get a seat and let's go into it. Actually, in part one, we ended it when I was telling my cousin sisters about this guy who was vibing me, and they all laughed. I was like, yo, you guys, why are you laughing? I'm just telling you about this guy who vibed me. you know, it was a bit funny. Also, I ended up laughing at myself. Then they were like, that guy is a good cheater, actually a good player. And I was like, okay, how did you know him? For sure, they opened up and told me that actually he had vibed them all. And since I was the youngest one, like in all of them, they never used to have those deep conversations with me, which is understandable. So they opened up to me and told me the whole jazz. But not me to take them in a bad way, as if they were trying to stop me from falling in love with this guy, which seemed so well with them that I was already in love with him. They ended up supporting me to go with him, telling me how everybody has her lucky day and maybe this could be mine. People change. And I was like, okay. And since no one had anything big with him, it was okay, which I went on to do. Fell in love with a guy, but not so deep. Not so deep, because I had this doubt of what they had told me about him. So we moved on well. We started talking every day, coming visiting me, and yes, after like 1 month and 2 weeks, he suggested that he would like me to see where he stays. It was a good idea, and it to silly me, it proved me that he really was into me. And yeah, of course, the next day he came to pick me from our home. We left at around 7 p.m. He took me to his home. It was really so nice, very organized. He was so clean, which I didn't tell you about this guy. He used to smell so good. I actually fall for men who look good, dress up smartly, like gentle, and smell good. His scent was all that drove me closely to him. Okay? We reached at his place, opened the door, we entered. I sat, he went inside in his bedroom, changed, came back, sat with me, we jazzed, got me a soda, and at around 9 p.m., he took me back to our place. So the next day, I went by myself because he told me he had left the key under the flower on his veranda, which I did. Go there, pick the key, opened myself. So as I entered, I came back after like 20 minutes. I heard the neighbors saying, this guy seems to be in love with this girl. Him to give a girl a key. That seemed like, he brings girls at night and they leave. Wow. Wait for me in part 3. It was a red flag.